Warning. The Good Times podcast features foul language and insensitive comments performed by professionals. Accordingly, Good Times podcast must insist that no one should play this out loud during work, at school, or with your grandma. Enjoy the show.
On this week's episode of the Good Times podcast, we catch up
And mustard!
on what we've been up to since the last season.
We talk about what we've missed and what we missed most about this quarantine.
Not only that, but it's been hot in California, and the strippers are taking off their clothes.
Yeah! All of this and much more emanating live from the GTP hole. This is the Good Times podcast.
Good Times Podcast. Hey, y'all having a good time? Having a good time. Always a good time. Now what the hell are you waiting for? Donuts.
Welcome on back, everybody. I am the assassin of the slave mind, the executioner, and if you don't know, now you know. And fresh out the box. Stop, look and watch. Ready yet? Get set. It's Almanac Jack.
Oh! Welcome back, everybody. This is the first episode of Season 4.
Season 4.
Of your favorite podcast, Good Times. That's right. This is the Good Times podcast where? Guess what? There's good laughs. There's still good fun. And
God.
it's still a good time.
Thank fucking God.
Executioner, it's been a long fucking while.
I know.
How you doing, man?
Oh, it's doing great, man. I'm doing so fucking good. I could just do so fucking good. That's how fucking good I'm doing right now.
Now that's pretty fucking good.
That's pretty fucking good. And you know what's funny is that we've in podcast timeline, we haven't seen each other in like 10 years.
Might as well be. That's how long internet time is. You know how there's cat years and dog years?
Oh yeah.
Well, there should be internet years too. Because we looked this up the other day because we were trying to figure out how old my dog was in dog years. Oh, and dog years apparently go by sevens.
Right,
so in that case, my dog is 4, which means she's 28 years old.
Gotcha.
And apparently cat years is 5 years. And my friend's cat is like 50-something already. So it's up there.
That's a lot of cats.
So if you think of cat years and dog years, internet years has got to be like every 2 is probably like 5. Or like at least 5.
Wait, 2 what? 2 years?
2 years, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because if you think about it, you think of Vine, right?
Yeah.
Like us, our generation is like, hey, remember that one Vine? And kids are like, what's a Vine? Or they're like, you mean that TikTok?
Oh yeah.
So see, it's the same thing. So
are you talking about Musical.ly?
So if you think of like the internet years, it's got to be pretty damn high number for inflation and all that.
Shit, honestly, it kind of feels like 2 months would almost equal an internet year.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like, because that's how long it's. I mean, to people that are probably coming back to listen to this, they're probably thinking it's like, damn, it's been a long time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's been since what? May?
Fuck. Damn, has it been since May? No. Wait,
somewhere around there.
God damn.
It's been a few months though.
Yeah, it has been quite a few months.
Yeah, and quite a few stuff has been going on, man. It's getting crazy out there.
It is getting crazy.
I mean, the whole state almost burned down. So, I mean, that's how long it's been, right?
DEW. Oh, that's the wrong wrestling promotion. Anyways, yeah. So it has been a long fucking time. It feels like we said, it's been about 1 internet year since we've done this, and honestly, it's been a lot. It's been a lot different because it kind of feels like I have more time on my hands, which I don't like. But, you know, there's a lot of stuff that's been going on. Obviously, we finally started into the football season and whatnot throughout that time.
Thank God.
Yeah, thank fucking God. Yeah, I agree. So, I mean, obviously, we got all the fantasy stuff going on. Well, for me, at least, I don't know if you joined any fantasy leagues this year and whatnot.
Not this year.
So
thank God I didn't either, because with last week's injuries, everybody's fantasy
God,
league just
dude.
went down the toilet.
Oh god, last week's fantasy was so bad. Either way, yeah, but it's been quite some time for sure, and there's definitely been a lot going on, like not just in my life, but just in general. Sorry. So I think
Rona.
I know, right? So I believe the last time we were talking, I was supposed to be moving, right?
Yeah, you'd been talking about it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I've been talking about I was going to be moving to Hanford. Didn't end up happening. So still here in Fresno. Boo. But, you know, one door, you know, closes, another door opens. I've yet to see that door, but it's all good. You know what I mean?
Hey, you walk far enough down the hall, there's a door somewhere. Right?
I know, right? Just kick it down. God damn it. But other than that, super cool. Obviously, we've been going through all kinds of crazy shit here in just Cali in general. So yeah, it's been pretty fucking wild. So what about you? What you been up to? How you been?
Oh man, well, just this past week, it's been 1 year already since I've been married, which is pretty weird.
Damn.
It's pretty wild to think that it's already been a year.
Yeah.
Especially because like how fast the year went by. But it wasn't just fast for me. I mean, it's literally fast for everybody because nobody can do anything. So time just keeps rolling by.
Right.
You know, as opposed to like if this was, you know, regular world.
Regular world. Yeah, we're going by quarantine years right now.
Pretty much,
It's
yeah.
been like 3.
So if it was, you know, regular world time, you know, we would have been all, you know, going out different places, doing
Yeah.
different things, you know, birthday parties here and there.
Yeah.
But, you know, we can't do that anymore. So it feels like time just went whoop, just skipped right ahead.
Dude.
You know, but
You're not lying.
We had our anniversary. We took a trip to the beach.
Nice.
And it was great because, especially with everything going on right now, you know, nobody's been able to really travel.
Right.
So this was the first time that we had been anywhere since our honeymoon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was pretty cool. We went to the beach. Went to a beach that she had never been to.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got our food and whatever. We just went for the day, mostly because we were kind of like, I don't know if we're gonna rent anywhere. Book a apartment. God damn it! This is how long it's been. Look at those podcast years, man.
Podcast Russ is just
Can't
coming
even-
right off.
Can't even talk, you know. But yeah, we didn't know if we were gonna you know, get a place to stay for the night or whatever. So we are just like, yeah, fuck it, let's just go for the day and we'll hang out and have a good time. And we
Yeah.
did. So and that's all that really matters.
For sure. No, and that's super cool. And you know, you went to the beach. I had also went camping a couple months ago. This is for work purposes. A couple months ago, I went camping to Gaviota Beach, and that's basically by Santa Barbara. For those who don't know, super fucking nice. Went there for about a good week. About 5 days. It was actually really dope. Used some time at work and got to do what I got to do, and it was super cool. Got super fucked up for like 6 days straight, and yeah, my fucking kidneys were definitely hurting at the time.
I bet you they still are.
Yeah, dude. But I mean, it's cool. It's cool that things are finally opening up a little by little, and you know, with the election coming up, don't worry, we're not going to get political. Besides once it's over, then Corona's over as well. But other than that, yeah, that's kind of where it's at right now, and as the world stays the same,
Right.
stationary.
Always. Hey, so let's talk about something with the quarantine because it's been quite a while.
Right.
And one of the things I wanted to point out was music in quarantine. Okay. Like we've been kind of sitting on this. If you turn on the radio, we've been kind of sitting on the same songs from TikTok basically since quarantine really started.
Yeah.
You know, just whatever TikTok song that you can think of in your head right now, it's probably been on the radio since then.
Yeah.
And it's not really going anywhere. So, like, to me, it's kind of lazy because I was like, dude, music, like artists or whatever, like not putting out a song in quarantine, like they should really be ashamed of themselves.
I agree.
You
I
know,
agree.
because it's easier now to make music more than ever. I mean, look at us. We have 2 mics and we have the computer set up for it.
Yep.
And we're putting audio to it. Okay. So that could be the rapper or singer, whoever it is. As far as the music production goes, whoever's making the beat, dude, all they have to do is have the computer, have a keyboard, and a pair of headphones. And
Yeah.
there they go. They make
Yep.
the whole beat. And it shouldn't take that long because if they're real dialed in, they could probably do that within the night.
Yeah, for sure.
So then they email that to the artist. the artist says, okay, they start writing lyrics for it, and then they start recording it, and then guess what? That file gets sent to the producer for touch-ups. The producer sends that to somebody for mastering, for sound, and then there you go.
Yeah.
Like, people are doing it now, small scale, like SoundCloud or whatever, and it seems like they're doing it at a higher rate than like the professionals are.
Yep.
But one of the things that I had noticed was I was thinking of artists. I'm like, dude, it's a shame that this person hadn't put out a song yet, or this person.
Dexter McCluster? Oh.
Devin Hester.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
And I was saying that, you know what? Yeah, it's such a shame that Snoop Dogg hadn't put out a new song. And then here comes Snoop Dogg with fucking Banda MS, of all things, and he drops a banger of a song. Have you heard that song?
No, I haven't heard it.
You haven't heard that song?
No.
Oh my god, dude.
I just don't listen to like new stuff. Like
I know, but dude, like it was kind of everywhere. And it's on the radio now.
I don't listen
and
to radio.
So I was like, okay, good. Snoop Dogg's putting out stuff, right? So there's this girl, she's a singer, her name is Charlie XCX. Okay, and she was on that song, Boom, Clap, na 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 na.
Are you sure that's not like her AIM name from like 2004?
That might be her OnlyFans name.
Oh, there you go. Only gains.
Yeah, but anyway, she put out an album and she bragged about. This was maybe like in June, and she's like, "I wrote this entire album." The entire quarantine, or so far, at that time, and everybody was just shitting on her.
Well, no,
because they're
shit.
like, dude, you have the money to do it to where you can hire like producers or whatever, and like I said earlier, they're just sitting at home doing nothing. Of course, they're gonna want to jump on the album to make some money, and then of course she's got nothing else to do than just write her lyrics, right?
Yep.
Or whoever she pays to help write her lyrics too.
Right.
But then. Your niece's favorite, Billie Eilish.
Yeah.
She put out like just one song.
Yep.
And she was all like, "Yeah, I wrote this whole song over the course of this quarantine." And everybody's like, "Dude, we shit on Charlie XCX for one album in quarantine. We're gonna roast her fucking ass for just one song."
Yeah. You know what's funny is that you say that too, because my niece actually came into my room. When was it, like? I don't know, it was like a couple months ago when the song came out, whatever. And she was like, Billie Eilish finally put out a song and it took her the whole quarantine to write it. And then I looked at her and I was like, fuck, like what am I supposed to say? Like, am I just supposed to roast her and then Billie Eilish?
Right?
So I was just like, dang, the whole quarantine.
Yeah.
So Audrey, if you're listening to this, sorry, but that's unacceptable in the quarantine world.
Exactly. Dude, there's this rapper, his name's Russ. And I listened to
Rust?
Rust.
Oh.
And so I listened to him before he got real big.
Okay.
And his what do you call it? Like self-promotion was he's gonna drop a brand new song every day during summer. So, imagine how many songs that is for 2-3 months worth, depending on whenever he started.
Yeah.
That's a brand new song every day, and every song was written by him and produced by him. So if that guy could do that many songs over the course of one summer, if you think about it, if these guys say they're good as they say they are, they should be able to do it no problem.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. And what's funny is that there was actually 3 albums recently of some of my favorite people that were just released. One of them was Crash's Sub Life 2 that got released, and before and even leading up to that, he was doing a song a week pretty much. Song a week, every Friday, new song, every Friday, boom, boom, busting it out. And then he came out with an album too. So then it was like, okay, that was pretty cool because not really many people, like you were saying right now, like, are putting out fucking music, putting it out weekly.
Yeah.
Weekly fucking music to put out.
And he's not even one of these guys that signed like to a huge label like a Sony or Atlantic or whatever.
Nope.
And it's like, dude, those are the people that should be cranking out music like crazy.
Right,
just
exactly.
Sitting there cranking it, just
oh my
just
God.
busting out nuts of music.
So, and then the other another album that came out was Busy Bones, The Mantra. So Busy Bone came out with a new album, and that one was super fucking sick too. And then B.O.B. came out with an album, and off the top of my head, I can't think of the fucking album name.
I just listened to that one recently.
Yeah, it's actually really good. He had a lot of, if you listen to B.O.B.'s lyrics, you probably won't understand it unless you're part
Insomnia.
of the Great Awakening. There you go.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's actually a really good album. All three of them really fucking good. You can listen to Busy Bones' Mantra on really just about anything except you. No, it's on YouTube too as well. I believe Crash's Sublife is on Spotify and Google Music.
It's on iTunes.
Is it on iTunes now? Okay, cool. So it's on there, and then B.O.B.'s. I only heard it on YouTube because
he's a big name, so he's everywhere too.
For sure. Yeah, and he's using his last couple big record deals until he finally fucking leaves them. But like Busy basically did like the whole production, and he has one producer, and his name is Blaze. And he did all the beats and stuff like that, and he does all the production for the album. So literally
quarantine,
whole quarantine. So, but the cool thing was, is just like Busy Bone puts out this album, and he's hitting like the highest he hit was like number 2 in the like charts and stuff like that, like most listened charts. But I was thinking like, dude, it was literally just him and Blaze. From what I know, at least, I didn't check like the ultra producer part of it, but I'm almost positive it was just him and Blaze that put this out, because I don't think he didn't have any features either. It was just literally him and Blaze was on there too on a couple hooks, and I believe he did a verse here and there. But I was like, dude, imagine the money they made.
Yeah,
just both of them
by
themselves. They didn't need all this other bullshit. Mm-hmm. Obviously, Busy has a bigger name than a lot of other people do, but I mean, dude, that's a lot of money to come up on just for 2 fucking people right there.
Yeah, and I think that's where like the music business is heading. Mm-hmm. Is they're gonna find out they don't need all these people to help with the record, because you're gonna have so many people like put out their own CD, where it just happens to be up to maybe 4 people, right. And that's the whoever's the rapper, who's the producer, who's mastering it, and then who's helping write it.
Right,
that's really all it comes down to. And I just had a moment of deja vu right now where I was listing all the people, and I swear like we've had like a conversation where before on the show where I've listed in that order, like who's the rapper, who's the producer, who's the master, and who's the writer.
I'm pretty sure we've gone over something of that
deja
nature
vu
before.
wow,
for sure.
Crazy,
fucking crazy deja vu,
right?
So just to jump off topic real quick, how do you interpret deja vu? Or what do you? So how do you interpret it, and what do you know? I guess, quote unquote, know or think it is or whatever. Like,
well, from just like I guess like from where everybody would come from, it's like a moment that you feel like you've done something before, said something before, or possibly heard something before. But it's mostly like the whole like you've done this before, kind of like a time loop almost.
Right.
To me, I think it's more of like where. You've heard it before, but then by the time that you do it, it feels like you've done it before. Or like you say you've seen somebody put together a shelf. So then the same shelf you have is the one that you saw them put together. And, maybe a month or 2 later, you have that same shelf, you put it together, and you're like, man, I feel like I've done this before.
Oh, I see.
That's how I kind of
I got you. Well, for me, like interpreting like what it is exactly, I don't know exactly what it is. I think it's something that...
Well, I think it's French.
French?
The word.
Deja vu. Deja vu. But yeah, so it would basically, to me, like all that I think it is just that it means that you're going in the right direction in life. You know what I mean? Like you're where you're supposed to be, type of thing. Because I've had a lot of them like in random places, and it's funny because it's usually times where I kind of go off of my daily routine. You know what I mean? I have like a daily routine, like I go to work or something like that, and drive to work, or I'm at work.
Wake up, jack off. Take a shower, jack off again.
Wake up, don't jack off. Deja vu.
Oh my god.
But yeah, that's kind of like, I don't know. It's something that I read a long time ago, and I always kind of found it to be like, I guess, awe-inspiring. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. Just something random as you just talking about.
Hey, speaking of jacking off.
Oh my god.
Have you ever been caught by your parents jacking off?
That's a good question. Honestly, probably, but they've never said anything.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty
You're probably like,
almost positive. Yeah.
you're probably like just hella deep into it. They walk by and like it's like the remember that video of Hawk walking in on the promo where he comes around the corner of the door. He's like, whoa, and then he just walks backwards. That's
Wasn't
probably
the
your
promo
mom
about
or dad.
him too.
Yeah.
Hawk is dead, and we don't like him, and he's in the hospital. Oh shit, there he is. And,
That's probably you. Like you're just cranking it out. Meanwhile, your dad just comes around the corner. Whoa! And just takes 3 steps backwards and turns around.
I'm all, yeah, it just happened yesterday, and then they just saw me, and I was like, oh fuck. No, what about you?
Yeah, my mom caught me jacking off one time, and thank God I had because I had the laptop, and it was I was doing the whole like have it like down here like towards your knees,
okay,
but then you're just cranking it right here. And my mom had my door closed, but I'm a fucking idiot. I didn't lock it, or I didn't put anything underneath it.
Yeah.
And so like she walks in, and I'm like, oh. So then like I leaned to the left, and my door was on the right hand side. So like I got my dick put away, but then the fucking guy fucking the girl is still right there on the screen. So I'm like, oh shit. I was in high school, but still like
I can just imagine your mom like giving like the eye roll and walking away, like, oh god.
No, she was just like, "Are you watching something you're not supposed to?" I mean, I'm kind of supposed to watch it to get rid of this thing.
Yeah,
right
I know.
here,
I don't know what the fuck to do with this thing.
Yeah. So then she closed the door, and I got right back to it.
Right back at it like a crack addict.
Hell
and you
yeah.
just
It ain't gonna
went
put
to
itself
town.
away.
Yeah.
That's
That was
right.
Some sticky keys too.
Hell yeah, had to utilize the skeet cup.
The skeet cup.
The skeet cup from the makers of Discreet Skeet. Oh man. Okay, so another thing, like with quarantine was, I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yeah.
What is a place you miss that's closed because of quarantine? And what do you miss most about it?
So there's 2 of them, but I'll go with the one that I feel is the most that I miss the most. Most that I miss the most, whatever the fuck that
Damn,
means.
you must miss it.
That podcast, that podcast rush just coming off. But the movies, the movie theater, dude.
Okay.
I really miss the movie theater because the whole thing to me with the movies was that for me, like, people obviously invite you or you invite people, let's go to the movies, whatever it is. But for me, I never really actually minded or would mind, to go to the movies by myself. You know what I mean? Like, if it's like a Friday.
Hang on, you know what that's called?
Being a bitch. Oh.
No, it's called a master date.
A master.
Yeah. I saw that somewhere.
Date.
Yeah, and it stuck with me ever since. And I'm like, damn, dude, I've master dated a lot.
I know. Masturbation.
I'm a master dater.
That's actually funny as fuck. But other than that, yeah, dude, the movies was super cool because like it could be like in the middle of the day, like a random Saturday where you're just chilling, not doing shit. You're just laying down and you're just like, fuck, like, what do I do today? And it's like, well, I'm gonna go to the movies.
Yeah, Fast and the Furious 29 is out, so might as well.
Yeah, they're on the moon now at this point.
For real.
They're in space. Did you see that? They said that, or no, I don't think it was a thing, but I was on a random website because I was looking at some football stuff, and as I went down towards the bottom of the article, there was a poll that said like, does Fast and the Furious or should the new Fast and the Furious, whatever it is, 27, whatever, should it be like in space? And I was just like, oh my god,
Are they gonna race in space?
maybe.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
it's just gonna be like some guy's gonna start going so fast in his car, he starts like floating in the air.
Yeah.
He goes through he starts going through the Orion belts and all that.
Dominic
bullshit.
take his fucking charger up into space, and he's like, and what's his name? Whoever the the heel is for the movie.
Yeah.
He's like, you know what? I'm gonna race you. And first one around the world wins.
Yeah.
So then what happens? Dominic's car, his charger stalls or something like that.
Oh,
like halfway
my
through the
God.
race. And it's like, oh no. But just then, here comes Elon Musk's Tesla that he shot up in space right next to him. He jumps out of the window, jumps into the Tesla, and then he takes off. And because it's battery powered, it gets a faster acceleration. So he uses the gravity from Earth and the moon and all that bullshit to boost him around, and then he ends up winning.
Oh, dude.
There you go. There's your Fast and the Furious in space.
Could you imagine they're like in their studio listening? They're like, fuck, how did he know? Who fucking told him? It was you, huh? Billy, you're fired.
You're fired.
You're fired, Billy.
Yeah.
I was thinking that, it was going to happen or something like that, but you said like the bad guy is going to be like fucking like a robot version or alien version of like Jason Statham or something like that.
Oh, jeez.
Welcome to the outside. This is something fucking dumb.
Yeah. But,
Just fucking stupid.
But no, dude, the
Anyway,
movies, though, like, I kind of miss the movies too, because there'd be times where we're just chilling and we're like, hey, you want to go see a movie? Sure, let's go.
Right.
And then, it's like, fuck yeah, popcorn,
Yeah.
But,
dude, popcorn.
It's awesome.
I miss that shit so much.
But I also miss it because I was going to buy stock in AMC. And
good thing you didn't.
Yeah. But if I buy now, they opened up in New Jersey already.
Oh.
So by the time that everything else happens, then stock will go up.
Maybe.
But the problem is there's no movies to put in because they stopped movie production too.
Oh,
so it's going to be quite
true.
a while till movies get put out into theaters.
Well, I mean, that still could be a good investment regardless.
Oh yeah, in the long run, sure.
Right.
But it's going to be quite a while before like a movie comes out.
Comes.
Because they were supposed to put Mulan in theaters, remember?
Oh, yeah.
And then they put it on Disney for $30, dude.
God damn.
$30 damn dollars to watch Mulan.
Yeah. See, all I know is that people for some reason paid for it and watched it when you can just find that shit for free on fucking internet and everywhere you go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like, and then plus, like, I heard a bunch of shitty reviews about it. I heard like 2 people say it was good. And you know what it was too was that Tina was telling me that it was more based on how old Chinese like anime and movies were is the reason why they did it the way they did now. And she wasn't like trying to like back it up or anything and say it was good. She was just saying that was like how it was because she used to watch a lot of like Chinese like old movies and stuff like that, and that's kind of how it seemed to her. And then in my mind I'm just thinking like, so then what the fuck? Why would you do that when like 1% of your fucking audience knows what the fuck that is? You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
Fucking Disney's stupid.
The one thing with the movie though is that's the one Disney movie that I thought they could really do seriously, and I thought for them to do it seriously was pretty cool. And then everybody's all pissed off that the dragon's not in there, Mushu.
Yeah, I heard
and it's
that.
like, okay, dude, but maybe he's hidden in somewhere. Maybe he might make a cameo, and they just don't tell you that. Like everybody's shitting on the movie before they even see it.
Oh, I see.
And then the same thing with like there's no singing. I'm like, okay, if it's a serious movie, why is she gonna spontaneously break out into song mid battle? It doesn't make sense.
It happened in Greece.
Yeah, but they're like, yeah, that's true. But they're like, but it's a Disney movie. And I'm like, okay, but in the Avengers, did Captain America break into song when he's fighting Iron Man?
That would have been hilarious, honestly.
Right?
That's America's ass.
Speaking of Captain America, did you hear that he accidentally showed his wiener to everybody?
Yeah, I saw that on
He
Twitter.
leaked his own weenie.
Yeah, because
He had a leaky weenie.
on the fucking right side, it showed the trending and it said Captain America's dick or something like that, dude. I was like, what
Yeah,
the
because
fuck?
see, I just saw Chris Evans trending, and I'm like, oh, what did he
Yeah.
say? What did he do?
Yeah.
Or is he dead? Speaking of dead, Black
Yeah.
Panther's dead. Sorry,
Oh,
Black
yeah,
Panther.
sorry.
Okay, but back
Rest
to
in
America's
peace.
wiener. So I click it, and I'm like, okay, he didn't do anything. Chris Evans' picture. I'm like, oh, did he do blackface or something stupid?
Yeah, I was
and then I
thinking that
look,
too.
and then Chris Evans leaks picture of his penis. What the fuck? And so then I gotta look this shit up, and it turns out it's his camera roll. He
Yeah.
screenshotted his camera roll, and then there's his wang just fucking like
Yeah.
4th or 5th picture in.
Oh yeah, so I was like, what the fuck, like, is wiener, like, because like for me, honestly,
got a star on it.
I was the most curious because I wanted to see how big it was. No, I'm just playing. I was the most curious to see like okay, in what fashion would this happen? Was he like live on TV and he was like, oh, here's my balls, like, you know what I mean, like.
Right? Make a wish or something.
Yeah,
the
was
kid's
he
like,
like-
I want to see it.
Yeah, like, was he on a live stream and like his wife walks in, like, randomly, and his balls are just out, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Like, but I guess he was just showing his fucking camera roll or something like that, dude. It's like, what the fuck? That's
Come
so
on,
random,
man.
dude.
Fucking idiot, dude.
I know.
What
So
a
it's like,
dumbass.
whatever. But I was gonna say too, the second thing that I missed the most, I was gonna talk about that, The fucking gym, dude.
Oh, I agree with you
miss
there.
the
That's my
fucking
number
gym,
2.
dude. Oh,
That's my number 2,
God.
man. I've been really feeling it. And I was hanging out with our homie today.
Wanging out.
Yeah, I was hanging out with our homie Long Leg Daddy-O.
Oh, yeah.
And he's
he
kind
has
of
his own gym.
starting his own little backyard gym.
Yeah.
He's barely getting there.
Yeah.
But I say we go over there and start clanging and banging, you know?
Yeah, I'm down to clang and bang and show some
I even
weight.
told him too. I was like, I'll donate some equipment over there, and then we just come over and use it whenever.
Yeah, I got a jump rope. I can throw.
Actually, I do have 2 jump ropes. Like,
Oh, damn it, you beat me to
They're
it.
those like new jump ropes, the ones with like the ball bearings inside the handle.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, so it's supposed to like spin better and do whatever.
Oh.
So it's like not you spinning it; it's more of like the rope spinning, and you just react to the jump.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
And you just got you.
Yeah. So, but anyway, so one of the places that I miss, restaurants. Like I miss going into a restaurant and just chilling with everybody for like.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be for like a birthday party. It could just be like, hey, you guys want to go out, on a double date or something like that.
Yeah.
But you know what I really miss about restaurants, dude? I miss buffets.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
good old buffets.
Buffets, dude. I miss being able to eat the same amount of calories as most starving kids do in like a whole year.
Oh, my God.
That's just awesome, dude. Being able to like
dude.
go from taco to
Yeah.
spaghetti
Yep.
to pizza to roast beef
Yep.
to a salad just because you want to feel a little bit good. To
Right.
then you get some soup and then you get some fucking honey baked ham
Yeah.
and then you get some pasta and
Yeah.
then you're like, oh, I can't eat anymore. Hey, there's ice cream. Let's get some
yeah.
fucking ice cream. Dude, I miss being able to do that.
Yeah, I agree.
But buffets will never be the same anymore.
Yeah.
Because
no,
everybody's going to be so like, oh, you touched that cookie and put it back. It's
Yeah.
no good anymore. Fuck you. Give me that cookie. I'll eat the shit out of it.
Fuck you, give me that cookie. No, that's true though, because one of the things that as you were saying is like I think the combo that I missed the most is, and it's gonna sound so fucking hilarious, but it's literally going and getting a piece of pizza from the buffet spot and then going next to it and there's fries and you just throw fucking pizza and fries on your plate.
Dude, that's such a
And
good
it's something-
combination.
It is. It's so random, but it's like it's fucking awesome. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you go plate after plate after plate, and then you're like, all right. So you sit there for like a good half an hour while everyone else is on their first plate because you're already at your fourth,
Yep.
and you finished it and everything like that. And so while you're waiting there, waiting for everyone else to go to the second one, you're like, you know what? I kind of want some fruit and some Jello, and you go get some fruit,
That's
go
right.
get some
yep.
Jello.
See, that's my salad spot. To
Yeah,
where
and
you're
you
like, okay, I feel good about this. I had a salad.
And then after that, you wait like another hour. Then once everyone's almost done, finally with their second plate, they're all like, we're gonna go get ice cream. Like, yeah, let's go get fucking ice cream. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, for sure. It's fucking, yeah. I do miss buffets. You're right.
Yeah,
You right, cuz.
it's a damn shame, man. But
Damn shame when you do something strange for a little piece of change, something like that, right?
sure is, man. Yeah.
So sad.
I know. But all right, man. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and take a break right here. We're going to get into one of the things that we hadn't done in quite a while. We're going to get back into our segments and commercials that we used to do
Yes.
from season 1. And this next one, you're really going to enjoy because it's part 2 of a certain event that we made, and we have a lot of fun doing it. So we hope you enjoy it. This is the Good Times Podcast. We'll see you on the other side. For the first time ever, a joint event between Monster Slam
And Monstergram.
live this Sunday from the Glory Hole.
Pandemic lockdown.
Monster Slam will be competing with Monstergram
For the Monster Mask Trophy.
all of the best monster truck drivers.
Versus their grandmas.
Competing teams feature the Tire Slasher,
The Cradle Robber.
the UFO on wheels,
Oxygen Tank.
Luke Skywheeler,
Velcro Zapato.
King Honk,
The Bunyan Truck.
the Angry Areola,
Crochet Crusader.
Penile Punishment,
Knitting Thunder.
the Guido Burrito,
Abuelita Afterburner.
Gooch Tattoo,
Granny Panties.
put it in your butt. Where's my glasses? Fill up my gas hole. The cheek pincher. The first 50 people into the glory hole get a pandemic lockdown t-shirt. And the last 50 people get a pair of used granny panties. We accept cash, card, and butterscotch candy. Be there. And don't take any Metamucil. Bitch. Back here on the Good Science Podcast. I hope you enjoyed that commercial, because I know I fucking did. It was fucking hilarious. Let me just tell you this. I had a lot of trouble doing this fucking commercial because I laughed quite a fucking bit, if not too damn much. Or just the right amount. Maybe just the right amount. Could be both. Honestly, maybe it was never even done because I laughed too much, you know? It's just, you never know. Yeah, I mean, you might have strained your gooch trying to laugh. Hey, man, don't be talking about my gooch. I mean, you know, it's a real sensitive part. But you know what I do want to talk about? Some actual gooches. Oh, okay. Yes. So I put out today for people to know that we were going to start recording again, right? Okay. And I said, you know, what's some subjects you would like us to talk about and shit on? Yeah. So one of my friends, she replied back to me, and she said, the gooch thing, or whatever it's called. And I honestly had no idea what the hell she's talking about. So when it comes to gooches, and the gooch thing, whatever she's talking about, I'm clueless. But I do know a lot about regular gooches. Like, yeah. Okay, so here's a question about a gooch, right? Okay. Do you know what a gooch is? And can you explain it for our listeners that don't know what gooches are? Sure. Is this... Okay, so a gooch is the little... the beat right between the butthole and the sac. Okay. It's also called a perineum. Okay, a perennial perineum. The perineum. Okay, the paradigm shift. Gotcha. Yeah. So, first of all, have you ever pulled a hair from your gooch? Oh yeah, it's the worst. Right? It's the fucking worst. Absolutely the fucking worst feeling. And here's another thing. How crazy is it that you go from ball, which is like that's some rough skin right there, right? That's some rough meat. And then you go gooch, which is the softest of meat. Yeah. And then you go to butthole, which is the toughest and rawest of all meat. How does that happen? I don't know. Is it kind of like Mountain Valley Mountain? You know, like, dude, a gooch is such a weird area. Well, I guess that would make sense because then the mountains are protecting the valley. But what is there to protect in the gooch? Like, there's nothing there. I don't know. All I gotta say is, you know how you've whenever you have a hair in your nose and you go to pull it out, you know what I'm saying? Have you ever done that when you try to pluck it out or something like that? And then you pull it too hard and you start tearing up. Yeah. It's the same way when you pull a hair in your gooch and just fucking... and you start crying from both eyes this time. I thought you were going to say that your dick starts tearing up. Oh, what the fuck? No. Or like if you pull a nose hair, sometimes it makes you sneeze. Oh. So if you pull a gooch hair, you fart. You just fart really loud. What the fuck? Or you dick sneeze? I used to have a dog that would literally be laying there and then just fart and get scared. What the fuck was that? And I'm like, dude, that was you. What the fuck? Go back to sleep. Yeah. Do girls have gooches? I'm almost positive they do. It can't be that big, though. Yeah, and probably not the size of a guy's. No. It's like a mini gooch. Yeah, guys, we got huge gooches. Yeah. And man, I'll tell you right now, they are not pleasant. It probably also has to do with like the size of your balls as well. Like if you got like small ass like balls or something, you probably have like the largest fucking gooch in the world. I thought you were gonna say for them the size of their puss. Oh no, let's talk about a guy. Right, but for real, like, dude, a girl's gooch has got to be like just paper thin, bro. Oh
we can look it up if we want.
I'll just take your word for it that they got Gooches.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's something.
Guy Gooches though, dude. Like, you ever get like where it's a hot summer day and it's just fucking musty, dude?
Oh yeah.
Like, and then like you go to take a shit and you're like, fuck, man, and like my boxers are hella fucking sweaty, dude.
You know what the worst part is that when your gooch itches, it's not your ass or your balls.
I
it's
know.
literally your gooch. It's like, is that weird? Like, if you scratch it, like, because okay, if you scratch your ass, your hand smells like shit. You know what I mean? If you scratch your balls, your hand smells like ball sweat.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you scratch your gooch, like, is it like a thing?
It's like, it's ball sweat with a hint of ass.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it is.
You go from like one side of the finger to and then you go all the way from your ass to the balls, and then you go like ass sweat. It's like smells
Dude,
like shit. Like,
scratching your gooch feels hella good.
It does.
That's an awesome feeling, man.
Oh man.
You know why it feels good?
Why?
Because that's where a girl's puss would be.
Oh my god, that sounds
So that's
terrible.
that's why it feels good to us. We're like over here, fucking finger blasting our gooch.
I can't say that I've ever had that emotion before.
I don't think it's the same feeling, but
I don't think I'm ever gonna
Yo,
scratch my
but
gooch
scratching
ever
the-
again now.
yes, you will.
No, I'm not.
As soon as I leave.
Oh
yeah. Oh.
No, as soon as I do it, I'll be like, oh fuck, wait a minute, what am I doing?
I remember what he said.
I remember what he said. That'll like it.
Oh man.
Fuck, dude. Well, speaking of Gooches, I was gonna talk about some shit that happened the other day. So
You scratched your gooch.
Oh, I scratched it before he got here.
Hell
I
yeah.
scratched it when I had those hot dogs.
Hell yeah.
I scratched it with the hot dogs.
God damn it! You beat me to it.
No, but so the other day, it was my sister's birthday. So happy birthday, Marty. She just turned, what the fuck? She just turned, 28, 26, 24, about 24, 25, something like that. I believe it was 24.
Old enough.
Yeah. Fucking read. God damn, that's my sister. You jackass. Anyway.
She's engaged. She can do whatever she wants. She ain't going. She ain't going anywhere.
No, so they threw a little party for her and whatnot. Don't worry, guys. It was only 6 people. Not really. There was quite a bit.
Tons.
Fuck your quarantine. Anyways, so we're all there. We're all doing our thing, whatever. And then all of a sudden, they sit her down and they put a blindfold on her. And we're like, what the fuck is going on? Busting out strippers, right?
Oh.
So strippers come on out of nowhere. Because I kind of look towards the back and I see like these girls. I'm like, who the fuck are they? And then, fucking, got their shit on.
I'm
Stuff like
surprised
that.
strippers are still working right now.
Oh, the strippers are doing anything.
Were they stripping with masks on?
No, they weren't.
Oh,
thankfully.
okay.
I would have.
That would kind of ruin the mood.
I would have left. Either way,
She's all like, I'm gonna undo my mask and show you my lips. You get to see my chin.
which mask?
Which lip?
You're like, I don't want a lap dance. I want a gooch dance. Can I get one of those instead?
A little sticker on their gooch.
Yes. Anyways, so yeah, obviously strippers come in and do their thing and stuff like that. But so I don't know how. Obviously you've had strippers before, right?
Sure.
And you've experienced like lap dances and stuff like that. And the same here. What was it like the first time you had a lap dance?
It felt right.
Well, I would hope so.
Oh, geez. I was maybe 17 at the
Okay.
time. Yeah, I would say I was 17. And, I mean, the strippers, I wouldn't say were A+. They'd be a solid B, along with their cups. But the part that was weird is we're drinking, and then all of a sudden, like, the girls are like, "Oh, can we have a beer too?" And then they're like dancing on the dudes with the beer, and I'm like, "This doesn't seem right,"
Yeah.
And then plus they were, like, "Oh, there's no touching or whatever," and like I get that part of it, but then it's like, "Yeah, you can't even touch my thigh." I'm like, "Dude, then
Okay.
what is everybody paying for?" It's like you can't at least touch a thigh.
Yeah.
Come on. But no, dude. I mean, it was cool. I mean, especially at that age, you love it.
Yeah.
At that age, you're like, hell yeah. You're over here jacking off to your laptop and almost getting caught. Full on stripper is gonna be awesome.
Sticky keys. So kind of the same for me too. I was about 18 as well. That was the first time I ever had like a stripper. But I just remember at the time when it was happening, I was like, fuck, like, how am I supposed to act? You know what I mean? Like, what am I supposed to do with my hands? You know what I mean? Like, just stuff like that. But it was funny because so I will say this: I have yet to have any A+ strippers. Like,
Really?
they're always like, I mean, I feel like they're just not very good at their job, and they just kind of do it just to make money. You just kind of do it and get the fuck out.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's a job. Just get in and get out.
Right. And if you're listening to this and you're my stripper at some point, which was probably never, because I've never added any strippers or anything like that. You know, it's like, I don't know, like, it's like, I feel like they're not like so invested into their craft. You know what I mean? They're not like looking up like different ways to do things. That they don't live the life of trying to like be the greatest stripper of all time.
Exactly.
They're just kind of just doing the stripper thing and just doing what they know. You know what I mean?
They're making house calls and that's it.
Right, they're making
Yeah.
house calls. They make money. It is what it is. You know, it's nothing against that. It's kind of like, you know, the way we do our podcast. You know, it's not
like a plumber. You get in, you feel a few nuts, and then you leave.
clog a few holes and get the fuck out.
That's right.
Oh,
yeah.
unclog. Sorry.
Touch a few pipes and then that's it.
Rail a few things, nail a few things.
Hey,
Handyman. And,
those are those A+ strippers.
yeah, but yeah. So it's like. So I remember with like I said, the first time I had a stripper, it was like I just wasn't sure how to like react. I was just kind of like, I just kind of smiled, you know what I mean? And some
How old were you?
I was 18.
Okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
so it's about 10 years ago. And so when it happened and stuff like that, but I remember like this stripper was actually really fucking cool because she was like you can use your hands. I was like, what? And
lucky.
And then she like grabbed my hands and she like put them on her ass. I was like, oh my god.
Oh, there you go.
know what I'm saying? Like
and
this
you're just squeezing. You're like, huh?
Oh,
all right.
I'm not gay no more.
Nice and firm.
No, no,
And
no.
he never looked back.
Yeah, definitely never look back. That's gay. Anyways, no, but but for real though, like at the point, I was like, damn, that's crazy because, you know, there's like different strippers that have like different rules. But it's funny because some strippers will come out and straight up say like, you know, no touching, but if they're like really into it and you start touching them like on their thighs and their ass and stuff like that, they don't care.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, man, I mean, if you think about it though, so what was the occasion for those strippers?
At the first time,
Yeah.
I believe it was my brother's bachelor party.
Okay. So, you know, they're there for how long would you say? Were they there for?
Oh man,
2 hours maybe?
man, they were there for a while because
okay.
it got kind of wild. Not gonna lie.
Okay. So
not stuff I'm gonna talk about, but
Sure,
yeah,
exactly.
we got pretty damn wild.
Yeah. But after a while though, I mean, they kind of get like into the moment too, where like they're getting comfortable.
Yeah.
And they know like you're not gonna like try to like, you know, grab him in a headlock and drag him into the next room or something
Yeah,
stupid,
yeah.
you know? Like they're like, okay, yeah, it's going the way it should be. It'll be normal. And then it's like, okay, go ahead and touch my thigh.
Right.
You know, you want to put a hand on my boob, go for it, you know? But it's not like you're you know, getting too crazy to where they feel uncomfortable and like, okay, let's leave, you know?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I understand. Well, they're probably like that with certain people, though.
Oh, well, there's some fucking weirdos that, you know, like,
I got two strippers right here with
Yeah.
me. It's just me. That's probably happens too.
Oh,
Some
I
guy
bet.
just orders strippers
Dude, we should get
for himself.
Dude, we gotta interview a stripper and just ask him like, what are some of the weirdest stories you have?
Oh, that'd be cool.
Like dudes just like dressed up in a fucking X-Men outfit or something like that.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
oh, hey, Mystique, you want to touch my Wolverine claws? You know, something stupid.
Mystique. Oh fuck. Well, one of the reasons why I brought it up was because, for one, the first thing I wanted to talk about, the reason why I was talking about like how it was at the time, like I didn't know what to do. So my sister's friend, her boyfriend was there, and so. I don't want to go too much into detail about their history and stuff like that. It hasn't been that long, but basically, you know, they asked her like, "Are you guys together?" Like the strippers asked them, like, "Are you guys together?" And like, yeah. And then she asked her like, "Hey, can we give him? Is it okay if we give him a lap dance?" She's like, "Yeah, sure, go ahead." But dude, so he gets on the ground, right? And not gonna lie, this guy looks like Nate. He looks like fucking Thao. Thao, where you at, Thao? Anyways, so he's like on the floor, and the stripper starts stripping and stuff like that. But the guy
Doing what they do best.
Yeah, doing what they do best. And the guy does not know what the fuck to do. Like at first, like his hands are like by his side, and then he kind of like stretches them out a little bit, and then he's like puts them back. He's like he doesn't know what the fuck to do. Right?
Stretching his thighs out?
No, his hands.
Oh,
his hands are by his thighs at first.
Gotcha. Okay.
He's stretching his thighs.
Yeah, I'm
he's like, oh.
I'm like, why is he spreading his legs? What the fuck? It's supposed to be the other way around.
So like, and then he kind of brings them out, and he's kind of like in a wing position.
Oh, okay.
And he doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, that's the nervous pose.
And then he kind of like brings them on the back of his head, and I'm like, all right, you look like you know what the fuck you're doing a little bit.
Yeah.
But then his face the whole time was like, it was like shut, like he had a shut face, like his mouth was closed. Like he tried to close his nose. He tried to like he closed his eyes.
Did she stink or something?
I don't know, dude. But he just like
or was this more of like a response of like, I can't show emotion because my girlfriend's here?
No, I felt like it was more of an emotion of I don't know what the fuck I'm doing because I'm kind of like, you know, innocent, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, oh, it's a stripper. Like, oh, this is pretty cool. You know what I mean?
Her boobies are in my face.
Yeah, exactly, dude. So that like it was just funny to me to kind of observe people's like reaction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how do they react? What are they doing? Like, what do they say? It's just super fucking funny.
Now, see, that's funny you mention that because I love people watching. Like, it's probably my all-time favorite sport.
Observing. Yeah, for sure.
And so, okay, we went to a strip club. My buddy was getting married. We went down to San Diego, and we went to this place called Cheetahs.
Oh.
Okay?
Cheetahs.
And so, when we were there... Yeah. And so, when we were there... you're sitting at a booth basically, and like girls, you know, come around to you and like, hey, do you want to dance or whatever?
Yeah.
And they go around the room. They just work the room.
Gotcha.
And me watching these dudes like see these girls come up to them, and you can tell like some of these dudes are like the scum of the earth.
Oh,
you know,
man.
like they show up and it's like they have no lives. They don't have anybody at all.
Nope.
And all they do is just show up to these places. They probably eat at the bar. Like, that's how these guys
They're
are.
weirdos,
That's how lonely they
sure.
are, right? And
we're not saying you can't eat at a bar either.
But at a strip club bar, don't.
Yeah, it's just
like those are like the shittiest nachos you're ever gonna get. But so like watching these dudes and then like them trying to be like touching on the girl like on her thigh or whatever. Oh yeah. Like it's so awkward, man.
Yeah, it is pretty.
So I can only imagine like how this dude was. He's probably like the way I'm thinking about it is probably the same way.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I see the thing is too is that like I've and probably would be like, oh my god, but I've never actually been to a strip club before. But again,
haven't?
No, I've never been to one.
Really?
Yeah, I never actually gone to one because for me, like it just never like it never happened. Like you know what I mean? Like
I wouldn't suggest going down to City Lights either.
Oh god.
Unless you like seeing bullet scars and a bunch of C-section scars.
That's
You're not gonna see anything you won't see online.
Oh my goodness.
Just saying. I've never been to City Lights either, but you know, I've heard plenty of stories from trusted individuals.
Gotcha.
Yeah. They do the scouting for me. You know?
So yeah, I don't know. It was just super fucking funny because it just felt like he didn't know what the fuck he was doing, and like he's just like the guy was just laying there. He was like trying not to do anything. So the reason why the main reason why I brought this up, and on the script we have right here is like, do strippers call matches? So the reason why I brought it up was because, so for those of you who don't know, in a wrestling match, yes, we're gonna talk about wrestling real quick. Don't worry, it's not gonna be all technical or anything. But in a match, when two wrestlers are wrestling, they tend to talk to each other and tell each other what they want to do next. So it's like if they want to do a certain move, then they kind of quickly say, you know, we're going to do this real quick. You know what I mean? And so that nobody can hear them, nobody sees them. They just say it real quick, and then they do the move, and it is what it is. They're calling the match as they go along. So when I was there at the people were stripping and shit like that. The girls were stripping. My sister and her boyfriend were going to get a double dance. Okay. So they're both sitting there on the couch, and both of the strippers are going to dance basically on them. But before this is all happening, and as we're requesting this, the two girls, they get up already butt ass naked, whatever. They get up and they look at
Alias.
each other. They look at each other and they're like, okay, so we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna so if how about I jump up and then you kind of just stay down here, you know what I mean, and then we'll kind of switch and then we'll both go up at the same time, you know what I mean. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Strippers are calling matches nowadays,
a whole
bro.
spot, yeah.
A whole fucking spot, a whole damn match, a whole damn dance, and it was just the funniest thing to me because I'm like, I wonder if they do this before the whole thing too.
On the car ride over.
Yeah, they're like, okay, we just start off with this person, and then we move over to that person, and then we go
All
around.
right, so we're going to start off slow. We're going to taper on down. Eventually, my top's going to come off. And at that point, one of my I think my left pasty is going to come undone and whatever.
Left pasty.
Like, dude, like, they've got to plan this all out, right?
For sure.
Because in the first 10 minutes of, like, dancing on, like, maybe two dudes,
Right.
they can't straight up just be all like, and here's my nipple! You know, like they got to, like, have it come out probably after
the fourth, fifth person.
Well, I was thinking maybe in dollars. Like it's like, okay, maybe if they
gotcha.
collect, because you know it's a flat charge, and then it's like whatever, you know, singles you give them, right?
Right.
So I was thinking it's like, okay, well maybe after like the $25th, here comes a boob,
boob.
$25 a body part or something like that.
Well, I feel like that could be right, yeah, but I also feel like when strippers are around, people aren't really judging by money. They're just like, I have this many set of ones, and I'm gonna end up throwing them all by the end of all this.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And so it all kind of like, I don't know. It was just super intriguing to me because it was just like they're talking. They're literally right in front of me as they're talking. They're just, all right, so you can just jump over here and they're gonna do that. No. I think what we should do is we should do this, and then we blah blah blah, and then they're doing it.
Yeah.
So not only are they doing it, okay, so they go and they start doing the whole thing, that whatever, but both of them kind of get down like on like their legs up on my sister and her boyfriend, and actually it's her fiance. Sorry, sister and her fiance, and my brother-in-law.
Okay, now I know what sister you're talking about.
Yeah,
I was like, I don't know which one it was.
Oh yeah, sorry, Madi. So
I knew which one it wasn't. But
no, you should have saw that. It was pretty funny too.
Okay.
Anyways, so yeah, both of them are up there, and then they're kind of like down on the floor. Like their hands and their face are down on the floor, and their legs are all up on their lap and stuff like that.
So one of the girls' face is all up in the other one's butt crack.
But as they're both down on the floor with their legs up, they're talking to each other again.
Still?
Yes. All right, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. And I feel like everybody's just so drunk they're not like
paying attention.
Yeah, paying attention. Because for those of you who don't know, like at the time, like I was super tired. It'd been a long week, and I felt like the more I drank, the more tired I got. So I started sobering up, and like there's only like maybe one or two people that were sober, and one of them was outside. But other than that, it was just funny. Like they're literally sitting there calling a match. All right, you're gonna drop down, you're gonna give us a back drop, and you're gonna jump right over me, and then we're gonna clothesline you out the ring.
You're gonna do a Hurricane Rana. I'm gonna throw you into the ropes. You're gonna come back to me. We're gonna do a flying 69, and then we're gonna go for the pin. 1, 2, 3. But while I'm in the pin, you're gonna sniff my gooch. Call back. Look at that. We got back to Gooches.
Back to Gooches.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, it was so
That's
funny,
weird, man.
dude.
I can't believe you've never been to a strip club before.
Again, it was like, I can't honestly ever say that like I've ever been. I kind of almost feel like it's like a desperation move.
Really?
I don't know. To me, it always felt like a desperation move. Like, oh, I'm so desperate to see like boobs and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, or girls shake their ass. It's like, I mean, I could see that. Like, it happens. You know what I mean? Like,
you can watch a music video right now.
Well, no, I'm talking about like real life. Like,
oh, gotcha.
You know what I mean? Like, personally, you know what I mean? It happens. So I guess maybe I just don't crave it. And I don't know if it's like a craving to want to go to a strip club, or if it's just you and your buddies are just drunk. Let's go to a strip club. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Honestly, in all the cases that I've been, it's never been so this Friday night, we're going to go see some tits. It's never been that.
Yeah.
It's always been like, halfway through like a kickback, whatever, somebody pitches the idea, or if we know we're going ahead of time, like for a party or something like that, maybe somebody's birthday, then it's planned out that way. But it's usually preceded by a whole bunch of pre-gaming at
Right.
somebody's house, and then you go and whatever. It's never like you're in the car kind of like, all right, man, so what the plan is, I'm gonna drop $20 on this bitch right now, it's
and then we're gonna
never
go
like
get
that.
bar food. I mean, what?
Yeah, we're gonna eat the wings. Never that, dude. Never that.
Oh man.
But I feel like a lot of the desperation thing though comes from men trying to get away from their wives.
Oh yeah.
Like maybe the wife is really overbearing, or maybe like the man just doesn't know how to open up to the wife.
Maybe.
Or maybe like their sexual relationship is just in flux, like maybe like they've done everything, or they feel like they've done everything,
Right.
and then like he's bored, she's bored, and they don't know how to get out of that funk.
Yeah.
When all it turns out to be is like, yo, all you got to do is like take a vacation and just try something new.
Right.
Like, hey, maybe instead of fucking on the bed, you fuck on the floor.
Maybe you put it in my butt. I don't know.
Maybe.
Wait,
Hey,
what?
maybe you do it on the beach. Maybe you go up camping or somewhere and fuck next to Bigfoot or something.
Maybe fuck Bigfoot.
Maybe have Bigfoot fuck you. I mean, who knows what kind of spark that might have.
Yeah,
And then you order a Bigfoot dildo. Chris packs it, ships it to your house, and there you go.
And you're good. And there
And
might be a little love note.
and then I interview you about this dildo.
Yes, please let us know if you've ever had a Bigfoot dildo or fuck Bilbo. The fuck Bigfoot, just fucking Bigfoot. Let us know.
Bigfoot Bilbo.
Bilbo Bigfoot Baggins.
Oh man! All right, so in our last piece of work here,
Piece
and
of
it's
work.
going to be a piece of work.
Oh man.
Burning houses. There's been a lot of burning houses all around California lately.
Oh, for sure.
And man, I feel bad for a lot of the people, because what if they just bought that house?
Yeah.
They bought brand new furniture, brand new TV, brand new anything, right?
Yep.
So the question is here today for you, sir. You have to get only 3 things out of your burning room. Okay,
God.
not the house, just your room.
Gotcha.
What do you take? Animals are excluded, okay, and family members are excluded too, because they're in their own rooms trying to get their own 3 things.
Oh man.
Okay, so you have 3 things to pick, and that's it. I'm not gonna say like, oh, you only have 5 minutes. You only get 3
just
things,
3
because
things.
you gotta get in, get your shit, and get out before the roof falls down.
Damn.
What are they?
That's a good question. Well, number 1, phone.
Okay,
Or is phone
I'm gonna
excluded?
disqualify that, because usually
already in
people
your pocket.
because usually people either have it in their pocket already,
Okay.
or if they're asleep, it's right next to them anyway. So
Okay.
it's easy reaching.
That
distance.
makes it hard. That makes it easier then.
Yeah.
So for 1, it would have to be my computer. Would be one of the things I would take.
Okay, that's gonna count as 2, because
Why?
monitor and tower.
Well, no, I'm just talking about the tower.
Okay, 1.
I'm talking about so tower, PlayStation,
Okay, 2.
and then what else was that? Let me
Because
look
in
around.
actuality, if you think about it, your PlayStation, you might be able to get the system and the controller and probably the power cord faster than you would be able to get the monitor, the tower, a mouse, the keyboard and speakers, all that other baloney.
For sure.
So I'll count the entire system as 1.
Gotcha. So the entire system, and then I guess I don't know. That's a good fucking question. I can't think of the third thing. I already know that I have like things that are valuable, but then like I'll forget about it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Because my Nintendo Switch. And the
there you go.
reason why I say these things is not because these are my life and blah blah blah. These just happen to be the most fucking valuable things that I have.
Things you use the most too.
You know what I mean? And it's not that I use them the most. It's like because I like my Switch. I've turned it on like twice since I ever got it, but it's valuable.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like I don't have necklaces and rings and stuff like that. I don't really have like super like material things like that, like on a jewelry scale. But like if I were to grab my tower from my computer, I can go get a monitor anywhere. You know what I mean? Same thing like with a PlayStation, I can go get a TV anywhere. And then the Switch, like it's hard to get a fucking Switch nowadays. It's all sold out everywhere and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Tell me about it.
And then plus, since I already have my phone, since you already included it, it's probably in your pocket. Yeah, then there's all that too. I mean, there's a lot of other valuable shit like that I have, but at the same time, it's more so like what is it that's going to be of most value? Because if I'm losing everything and I need to sell this shit, then I can easily sell this stuff. You know what I mean? That's kind of what's going through my head when I'm like trying to dip out. Because the monitors, because I have two different monitors, one's an AOC and another one's a Samsung. The AOC is pretty cheap for the most part. It's probably like $100, but the Samsung is like a good $250. Yeah. So I'd probably be kind of sad to leave that behind. Sure. But it is what it is.
So. Yeah, hey, you're only limited. So.
All right. So how about you? So you got a whole house.
Yeah. Okay. So if I had to run into my burning house, my dog's already outside. My wife's got her shit. I am taking my Nintendo Switch.
Okay.
Because damn it, wherever I stay, I need something to do. All right. That's 1. 2. I'd take my laptop.
Okay.
Because that could probably make me money too.
Gotcha.
Not just there, but I could probably do like some sort of online business or whatever. And third, oh boy. See, the third one's always the hardest one because you already know.
Like 1,000 different things, and you have to pick one.
Yeah, it's like, but you already know like the 2 things that you really want, and then the third one, it's like, oh, I don't know what I want.
Right.
Okay, I would take. I have this Power Rangers cup. Okay, and so this cup.
You've talked about this on the show before.
Yeah, my mom got it for me for Christmas. I had an original one from like 1996 that we could not find anywhere. It got lost in a move or accidentally thrown away, something. My mom finally got me one this Christmas, and it's a Green Ranger cup, and the lid of it is the Green Ranger's head. So that thing, because it had been so long since I had one, I barely got it. And because, dude, Power Rangers was basically my life when I was a kid. Yeah. So I would have to take that. And I'm sure my wife would probably get something like, because we have like this whole like thing above our cabinets of like cups, and like we have our cake topper from our wedding and a bunch of other cool shit right up there. So I'm sure she would pick something else from up there too. So
yeah,
I'm getting my Power Ranger cup. I don't give a
fuck. Good old Power Ranger cup.
Yeah. And it's kind of crazy because if you think about it, a lot of people have like collections. And I don't have a collection of anything really.
Yeah.
Like if anything, I collect tattoos, and fuck it, I take that with me.
True.
But like there's people that have like the collections of the pop heads.
Yeah.
Or they have, I don't know, Pokemon cards. Fuck. Or they have sports stuff, trophies and everything. I'm glad I don't have no damn collection because it all goes up in flames and that's it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I technically couldn't say that I have a collection, but it's mainly like it's like old tech, and I would be kind of sad to lose it, honestly. And I actually didn't think about. See, this is what I was talking about. Like I'm gonna name things and I'm gonna forget, and now you bring it up, and yeah, it's just like a bunch of old tech that I have, kind of stashed away. I would be kind of sad if I lost that shit.
When you were growing up, did you ever have anything you collected?
Cards, football cards.
Okay.
I remember one time. So I would usually go to a friend's house, and he used to live down the street from Target. And so whenever I would go to his house, we would always go to Target and just buy random shit. So whenever I would go to his house to spend the night, my dad would be like, "Oh, here's $20. You can do whatever the fuck you want." Okay, cool. And I remember one day he gave me $40, right, to go spend or whatever. When I was over there, but I still had a 20 from before that I didn't spend, so I had full $60. I remember one time I went and bought $60 worth of fucking football cards.
Oh shit, no way.
Yeah, and then I remember when I told him, he was pissed.
I bet he was.
Spent $6 on football cards. Yeah, he was pretty fucking pissed off. But it was like football cards were like the main thing that I really really collected, and then I had some Pokemon and some Yu-Gi-Oh cards for a while too.
Yep.
But I'm almost positive that I just ended up giving them away. I know that sounds like, oh my god, they're so valuable. I get it, but I was also young. At the
time, we didn't know.
Yeah, I was also younger. I think I was like, at the time, it was just in my room, and like I don't remember who it was, but like a kid, one of these a family friend of mine, or maybe my nephew or somebody. I don't remember who it was, but they just kind of came in. Oh, cool, yeah, Pokemon cards, and I was like, you can just take them, dude. I don't want them. That's kind of how it was. Football cards was never like that though. Like, fucking give back my football cards. I had all kinds of random shit too. So I was like,
I did the Pokemon card thing for quite a while. I have no idea where they went or what happened to them. Yu-Gi-Oh cards I did for a while after I grew out of the Pokemon thing.
Oh yeah.
And then after that,
Oh, marbles. Did you ever do that?
marbles when I was real young.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wrestlers.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
How can I
Tons
forget
of
about that?
wrestlers. Yeah.
Yeah, wrestling magazines I did for a while.
Oh,
I think
okay.
I still have some.
Oh, do you?
Because at the time it was WrestleMania 20, I think.
Okay.
And they did a 2-issue thing where the first issue is WrestleMania 1 through 10, and then the next issue was 11 through 20, and it was like a recap of basically everything that happened. I still have those. I have the one where Hulk Hogan finally came back in 2005 for Mania 21.
Damn.
And he's on the cover of that one. And then also I have a couple like hip hop magazines too.
Oh,
And
nice.
one of them was Rolling Stones, where it was Kanye versus 50 Cent,
Oh.
where they had albums coming out the same day, and it was
Oh,
graduation
shit, nice.
graduation versus Self-Destruction.
Oh, nice.
And
Okay.
yeah, it's like a real iconic kind of thing because it's Kanye's head and then 50 Cent's head, and they're
yeah.
like facing each other.
Right.
And that was a big magazine at the time.
Do you remember at James's old house or Haas's house? He would always have like the same fucking GQ magazines in the shitter.
Yeah.
And they were there for like years. It was
Forever.
it was always the same ones. There were never anything new.
Yeah.
That's what I remember at least.
Yeah.
In terms of magazines, I used to collect skateboard magazines. I was all into skateboarding back when I was younger, and I remember like
Who wasn't?
Yeah,
Dude,
true.
skateboarding was huge at the time.
It really was, and I just remember being like really big into it and just telling my mom, "Hey, like I want to get a Thrasher magazine, like the Thrasher magazines," and so those started getting sent in. I fucking loved Thrasher magazines; they were dope. And then I don't know if you remember CCS. CCS was an online store for skateboarding merch.
Okay.
And they used to come in like these small, like you kind of like the size of like a game, like a PlayStation 4 game, but they were like little magazines like that, and they would have like the dopest merch, dude, like all the skate merch, like shoes and stuff like that. I remember me and my friends would always like open it up, like, oh, we want this, we want that, but dude, they were like even at the time, the fucking prices were like fuck, like $60 shoes and shit like that.
Back then, too, yeah.
That's a lot of money back in
yeah.
2008. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
2007, all that shit. You know what I mean? And so like so I used to collect those skate mags, stuff like that, and yeah, like just stuff like that. I love the skateboard magazines. I'm pretty sure I still have a few somewhere, but yeah, those were dope to have.
Yeah.
And ESPN magazines too for a while.
Yeah.
And pornos.
Hell yeah. No, that's crazy dude, that you mentioned that pornos is like porn magazines was like huge back then. Like
It
not
really
just Playboy,
was.
but like Hustler and whatever the other ones are. I don't know, but you know, it was a big thing.
The only time I ever found one was on top of a school roof on Erickson. That's all I remember.
That's the only porno magazine you've ever found.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I found a whole bunch in my dad's bathroom. He had an outside bathroom, and boy,
did he have a lot.
when this little boy went to the bathroom one day, and he's like, "Oh, a newspaper."
Oh,
Me being stupid, I'm like, "Oh, is there any funnies in here?" You know, the
funnies.
the funny papers.
It made me feel funny.
And then you look and you're like, "Wow, that makes my wee feel funny."
I feel funny.
Yeah, and I was way too young to find that magazine
Oh
too.
man.
I was probably like 5 or 6.
Damn, that is fucking.
Yeah, so that's how my life turned out. All right, we're not going to beat that. I say we wrap it up right here.
Wrap it up like a willy.
Tell them where they can find you on all that good social stuff.
For sure. Well, first and foremost, I just want to thank Yeshua for allowing me to do this. And I want to thank each and every one of you for coming on back and giving us time to kind of do our thing, be ourselves, and whip our things out and do our things to our wings.
And our Gooches.
Yeah, and our Gooches too. And again, we appreciate all support, whether it's you listen for 5 seconds, whether you listen for 10 seconds, or you listen to all of our seasons in every single episode. We've gotten people that have been asking us, when are we going to come back? When are we going to come back? When are we going to come back? And I can honestly say that a lot of that's my fault, but just going through a lot of different shit in my life over the past few months, it's been kind of hard to just really motivate myself to do it again. But I feel a lot better. I feel like I'm finally turning a corner in this game called life and depression. But no, but for sure, for real, like, I really appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure to share, make sure to tell your friends, make sure to tell all your enemies, whoever the fuck it is, your family and your grandma, despite what it says at the beginning of the show. Share it with your grandma. Fuck it, who cares? You know, let her die. I mean, no, nothing like that.
Hey, we all got to go eventually.
But then again, yeah. So if you want to go ahead and find me on the social media pages, all you have to do is just go to thegoodtimespodcast.com, hit the about button. You can go down, find me on, I believe it's on Snapchat, Facebook, and Instagram. I don't put on my Twitter anymore until we start doing conspiracy stuff again. And yeah, so we'll go ahead and we'll do that. You can just listen to us. You can go find me. What about you, Jack? Where can they find you?
They can find me on Twitter and Instagram at BSALSANCHEZ. And here's something I'm showing you for the first time.
Okay.
My TeePublic store.
Oh,
where
that's
I put up a bunch of
right.
my different designs, whatever. And we have the official Good Times Podcast t-shirts on there.
Nice.
We have the old logo, we have the new logo,
Nice.
and we have the Jackass logo. Go there now. You'll see those designs. You go to teepublic.com, type in the search bar BSALSANCHEZ. Same thing as my Twitter and my Instagram, and you'll see all my different designs there. If you like the show, buy yourself a shirt. Guess what? If you don't want a shirt, they come also in stickers. There's wall art, magnets. If you like wearing masks and want to support us with a mask, you can do that too. They make those too.
Yeah.
But other than that, also go to thegoodtimespodcast.com, where you'll see all of our old episodes there in the archives. And don't forget to share those with the people, because then they can go back and listen to all the other ones that they haven't listened to yet.
Yep.
All right. So I think that's it. Unless we're missing something. It's been quite a while.
It has been quite a while, but I think we're all good to go.
All right. Well, let's get the fuck out of here then. For the Executioner, I'm Almanac Jack, and this has been Good Times.
Tonight.